right, so today we got Michelle and her special guest, and we're going to follow up from last week. First of all, how has your week been going?
Kind of good week.
Talk to me about it.
Everything ran smooth. I didn't have any issues. Nothing. Work was fine. Home was fine.
Good. Okay. Anything that you accomplished this week? No?
Nothing new, I don't think, no.
Okay. All right. Last week we talked about goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave you some homework and you gave me a little smirk right there. So I'm curious what the answer is going to be. I gave you the homework of trying to develop one of your goals for yourself in your mind's eye, what it would look like, what you needed to do for it. Did you do that?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, like, as far as school, I know what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as far as I have to start by researching, like, where I want to go. Do I want to stay in the area? Do I want to leave?
Yeah.
Look for schools that have what I want to major in.
Yeah.
And then narrow it down and apply. That would be a start for that.
Okay. Anything else that has to go with it?
Save some money.
Saving some money. Okay. A lot of money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's more focused still on the school thing. So let's ask this. In regards to school, what is the time frame that you want for yourself in going back?
No longer than a year.
No longer
It's
than a
already
year?
been a year, so then it'll be 2 years.
And what's the problem if it becomes longer than that?
I mean, it's not a problem, but if I keep letting it go longer and longer and longer, then I'll never go back.
Okay. And that's what you believe? Okay. All right. When we try to structure what we want out of life, is that difficult for you or easy for you?
I guess it depends on what area I'm looking.
Okay.
It'll change.
Okay. So talk to me about some difficulty that you may have had when you were trying to structure something in your life.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Yeah, you might have to elaborate on that.
Sure. Okay. So let's take, for example, when you were in school, right? You had a goal of finishing the class. Did you ever have anything that was difficult in
That
having?
was supposed to be the goal.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the goal. But sometimes we go with the intention of finishing, but sickness pops up, hard tests pop up, and sometimes our own laziness pops up. I know when I was in undergrad, there was times that I was lazy and didn't want to do anything. So how did you handle if you had any of those difficulties when dealing with school?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. What about difficulties at work? This job or previous job? Any difficulties that you had, what did you do to handle those?
Talk to a more experienced person.
Talk to a more experienced
Try
person?
to work it out.
Okay.
If there's something I can fix myself, work it out.
Okay. And what did that do for you, talking to a more experienced person? What was the benefit of that?
Gave me a peace of mind because usually most of the time, if you have a question, other people have a question.
Okay.
Just take somebody to ask it.
Right. Was it difficult for you to go to somebody else and ask them questions?
No.
No. Okay. I asked this, I think, last time. I'm going to ask you this time again. Who's your identified support person at your current job?
I don't know.
Okay.
You mean like?
If something was bothering you or troubling you, you didn't want to go to a supervisor, but you would go to this person for moral support, for advice, things that you said that you would do at your previous job, like go to someone and ask questions and whatnot.
I don't really know because I don't really know too many. I mean, I know people, but I don't know who would be comfortable with those kind of things yet. So I don't know.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that because it's a new job, you're not comfortable identifying that person as of yet.
Right.
Okay, cool. I understand that. How's everything going at home with this one? And I know you're babysitting, so I won't include that guy. But how's everything going at home?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Any accomplishments at home? Anything new? No?
No. Nothing new.
Nothing new? Okay.
You don't even know.
So, talk to me about her almost going through terrible twos. What is that looking like?
Her hair right about now. It can be quite frustrating and annoying at times.
And describe that to me. Tell me what that looks like. Frustrating, annoying in regards to her going through terrible twos. What does it look like?
It's difficult because you say one thing and she don't listen. She hears another.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not the worst. I've gotten quite used to it.
Okay.
But it's rough. It can be rough.
Yeah. And when she gets a little defiant, because that's what it sounds like, she's being defiant.
Mm-hmm.
What's your reaction?
Spanking.
Spanking. Okay.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Right. And does it help?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And when it doesn't help, what's next? What's going on?
I guess you could take time out.
Time out.
Go sit down. When you play pen, sit down. I mean, I wouldn't really even call it time out, but because she probably like just goes and watch TV or something. Cool out. Something.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what you would call it.
Right. All right. And so if we're going to look at her, the terrible twos, and mom handling it, and mom's handling a new baby right now.
Right now, dude, that's right, because I can't do this.
What does mom do to make sure? Because just before we start recording, this little one was crying a little bit, and this one wants to sit up and watch some TV. Like, what is mom doing to make sure to say, all right, I can breathe?
Mom don't get to breathe until she goes to sleep.
Okay.
Because she always keeps you on your toes.
Okay. All right.
But that's because she's just interested in stuff. I mean, she's
right.
She's interested in stuff. She wants to see how stuff works.
Right. Definitely hear what you're saying. 1-year-olds are curious. They want to go around, and they have the ability to move after a while. Unlike this one right here. Yeah. So describe to me how when she's up and about, curious, running around, you gotta follow behind her. How you feel? Because to me, I don't know. That sounds exhausting to me.
Sometimes, some days it's okay, and some days it can be overwhelming.
Okay. All right.
Some days she just does stuff you just have to laugh because it's hilarious.
Because it's hilarious.
Like earlier, I was eating the bathroom. She comes in the bathroom and tells me that the baby was crying. But she goes, mommy, the baby goes, ah. So I had to laugh because that was crying funny.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that.
Okay. And trying to find those moments of privacy sounds like they're few and far between right now.
You don't get no privacy until she goes to sleep.
Okay.
And the sad part is that even then you don't even want those moments. You still want to go check on her, lay beside her, make sure everything's okay.
So trying to find the time out for yourself, you're still devoting that time to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. If you had to describe Michelle A right now, how would you describe her?
I don't know.
You don't know? Give it a try.
It's like this tell me about yourself question when you go to a job interview. I hate that question.
Well, why do you hate the question?
Because, I really don't think anybody ever really cares.
I care.
I don't know. Those circumstances, I'm mom. Like, that's me. I'm not that complex.
What does being a mom mean to you? Because I can probably name off 10 different things what a mom can mean.
Especially with a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, being a mom to me is all my time and attention goes to my daughter.
Okay.
Well, not all of it, but realistically, not all of it. I
100.
devote my time and my attention to my daughter. I guess that's the best way to say it.
Okay. 100% of Michelle A is mom, or is it Laura?
Pretty much all of it.
Pretty much all.
She comes, in my mind, she comes first.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. So, but I'm going to challenge you on that. When does Michelle A have time for Michelle A?
Never.
Never?
Rarely. Very rarely.
Very rarely. When you say that Michelle A.
My time is when I go to work and help other people. There is no time.
When you say your time is when you go to work and help other people, how's that helping Michelle A?
That's where I make money.
Huh?
That's where I make money.
That's where you make money?
Take care of myself, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I've never really thought about it, I guess I should say.
Okay. In your mind, out of that 100% that is all about this one, is there a percentage that you would like to have for yourself?
Yeah, like at least 10.
At least 10? And in that 10%, what would you do for yourself?
I don't even know.
You don't?
That's the sad part.
Okay.
Because I guarantee you that if I had time to myself, I'd still try to figure out something to do for her.
Mm-hmm. And that, again, sounds admirable and sounds very courageous. But I guess, and I guess because I'm a guy, and sometimes guys see the childhood thing a little bit differently. To me, that sounds exhausting because, in my mind, I would wonder, when do I get to, be me a little bit? You
don't.
Would you like to?
I mean, even if her dad is in the picture, so I shouldn't say it like that.
Yeah.
Even if we were like together and married, whatever, everything still falls back to mom. Yeah, because he could be literally sitting in the room beside her and she'll come over in the kitchen and ask me to do something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't know, it's just a mom thing. What?
But does it have to be that way?
No, it doesn't have to be that way, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that's just a comfort level. I don't know.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah.
Take your breath.
Okay. So we're going to wrap this session up, and we're going to move on to the next one. I'm going to ask you to pick your ideal of yourself and where you want it. Because you say you're a mom, cool, right? But I also would say there's room in there for Michelle A as well. So Michelle A can do
what? Like,
whatever you want to do. If you want to decide to take that time and go ahead and bake her 20 cookies, if that relaxes you and that's good, then that's fine. Okay? Is that something you can do?
I guess.
You guys?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.